Hey everyone, we spend a lot of time on this channel talking about how to maximize your Social Security benefit. We talk about things like, should you file early? Should you file later? And then we dive into the rules and try to figure out how you can use them to your advantage. But there is a step that really should come before all of that, and it's arguably the most important thing you can do to make sure you are getting your maximum Social Security benefit. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm Devin, and on this channel, we break down retirement planning and make it easy to understand. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that thumbs up too. This tells YouTube that other people should also hear the information in this video, and I think you'll agree with that after we go over this. So I've got a big old shocking number for you. In 2017, there were 7 million people and nearly $95 billion in wages that could not get matched to an individual's Social Security earnings record. Now, if you think that number is big, all the way back since 1937, there's been more than $1.6 trillion in wages that didn't get properly credited to the individual who earned them. Do you think it's possible that some of those wages could be yours? Well, listen, if you have it checked, you really have no way of knowing. The good news is checking that earnings record is a small step that just takes 5 minutes, but the consequences of not doing this can literally last the rest of your life once you file for benefits. You need to check your Social Security earnings record and make sure it is accurate. And you need to do this every year, like going to the doctor. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you why an earnings record mistake is so important, and then I'm going to tell you how to fix it. So just to be clear, the earnings record we're talking about here is the history of your lifetime earnings that's used for the purpose of calculating your Social Security benefit. If your Social Security earnings have been recorded incorrectly, it could make a big difference in the amount of your benefit because of how the benefit is calculated. The Social Security Administration uses 35 years of earnings in their benefits formula. If you don't have 35 years of earnings recorded, they'll use zeros, and needless to say, having a zero will lower your overall average, which is probably going to result in a smaller Social Security benefit. So for example, if you have 30 years of earnings recorded, they're still going to use 35, but they're just going to substitute 5 years of zeros in there. Now, if you didn't work for a full 35 years, I'm sure you won't be too upset to find out that you have some zeros in your average. But what if you worked for, let's say, 45 years, and then you find out you only have 30 years recorded? It happens, and you need to make sure that there have been no mistakes in your earnings record. So why are there so many mistakes? Well, most of these mistakes are not the fault of the Social Security Administration. A lot of these are due to things like employer reporting errors, name changes after someone gets married, or some other clerical error that happens. Thankfully, the Social Security Administration has a pretty good system for figuring these mistakes out and assigning the earnings to the correct record, but nearly half of all of the mismatches are never corrected. And so unless you're really watching your earnings record, you could have an earnings gap that could have a substantial impact on your future Social Security benefit. Now, the impact to various individuals is different, but just 1 or 2 missing years can generally be measured in the thousands of dollars in missed benefits over your retirement lifetime. I know you don't want this to happen to you, so here's how you can check yours. First, go to ssa.gov/myaccount. Once you log in, you should see earnings record in the right-hand sidebar. Once you click on that, you'll have a complete copy of your earnings history. If there are mistakes here, you need to start getting them fixed as quickly as possible. Don't let too much time go by here. Now, I'm going to put some links in the description to the Social Security Administration resources that'll help you figure out exactly what it is that you need to do. But here's the quick summary. First, gather your proof of income. This could be from tax returns, W-2s, 1099s, and a few other documents that are out there. But if you cannot find these, do not let the administration tell you that there's nothing that can be done. In their manual, they state that an oral or written statement from the employer will serve as primary evidence of wages. And once you have this proof of income, or whatever the proof is, you simply need to contact the Social Security Administration. They may have you fill out the SSA 7008, or they may do it for you. Just call the main number or your local office and get the process started. So what is the best time to check your earnings record? It's right now. Well, this video is recorded in July of 2019, but I generally find that the midpoint of the year is good because your earnings from the prior year should be updated now. Please do this step today. You're not going to regret it. If everything is right, that's wonderful, but if something's wrong, you need to get ahead of this. Well, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you've already subscribed and hit that like button, but if you haven't, please do so now. Thanks, and have a fantastic day.